welcome to all the towns. Head away, holiday, South Aussie with Cosi's on sit down. South Aussie with Cosi. In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday, South Australia all the way, South Aussie with Cosi.
Well, welcome to another episode of South Aussie with Cosi, and I gotta say, how's this for a location? Sleaford Bay, just near Port Lincoln on the Eyre Peninsula. South Aussie with Cosi is all about travelling in South Australia. I'll show you how to do it, I'll show you where to go, but most importantly, I'll show you how to do it without breaking the bank. That means we will not be spending copious amounts of money. Let's see what's on tonight's show. We give you the chance to win 2 nights accommodation at the Adelaide Shores Caravan Park. We'll participate in a fun run at Mannum, but first of all, can 2 kids and myself spend 2 days away for under $100? When's the last time you took the kids away and gave them your 100% absolute undivided attention? If the answer is, it's been kind of a while, then this is for you. It's the BankSA $100 challenge. What I'm going to do is take my lad Harry and his best mate Panda on a camping trip to the Clare Valley, and all up we will not spend more than $100. We're off to a little place called Marrabel, and it's famous for its rodeo. I've been going there since I was about 5 years old, so it's time to take my lad back and find out, can we do it under $100? Marrabel's located in the Clare Valley, which is a favourite region for people doing day trips from Adelaide. The region is world famous for its vines and its wine, and the first ones were planted back in the 1840s. And now the area is home to, get this, over 40 cellar doors. Our destination Marrabel, well, it's only 40 minutes north of Gawler. Time for a quick little pop quiz. Australia's most haunted country town is, well, apparently it's this one, Kapunda, right here in South Australia. But we haven't stopped here to talk about ghosts. All I needed to do was grab $100 cash for the BankSA $100 challenge. If you're going to come all the way to Marrabel, then you've got to stop here and pay your respects to the Cornish miners that mined South Australia back in the heyday. This guy behind me is Map the Miner, and he's probably the biggest star of Kapunda. And I always reckon, guys, I said something respectful for the miners. When you're heading into regional South Australia, I reckon it's great if you allow yourself enough time to check out the towns that you're actually driving through. And I always actually like to have a chat to the locals along the way. I think I might have found one of Kapunda's finest. Now, who have I got here?
Nobody in particular.
All right.
Okay.
Look, I mean, the main street of Kapunda, this man's driving this sheep just along casually in the background. What are you doing?
We've just been to a blessing of the animals.
Oh, really?
So this is a blessed sheep now.
Oh, wow, that's why he's so happy. Now,
Yes.
I also know he's got a couple of dogs here.
Yeah, this is William Wallace.
You train dogs?
Well, my wife does. She also trains husbands.
Does she?
Right, yes.
Did he say that that was a blessed sheep? That's a little weird. Anywho, we're back on the road, and from Kapunda, we headed northward to Marrabel. We are about 20 kilometres away from our destination, which is actually on the car here, Marrabel, right there. And on the middle of the road, on this beautiful sunny day, we found this little chap. He's decided that that's a good spot to rest. This is a sleepy lizard. Some people call them shinglebacks. They're everywhere in South Australia. How cool are they? So we've grabbed him to show the kids what it's all about. Yeah, kids having a gold. Let's let him go. Another satisfied customer. After saving a sleepy lizard from becoming a squashed lizard, we were back on the road. We rolled straight into our campsite, which was just outside of Marabel. There's loads of places around South Australia where you can camp for absolutely nothing. This is actually a mate's property just outside of Marabel. Or if you are coming to the rodeo, you can camp at the rodeo grounds for free. The boys in the background reckon that it's their job to set up the campsite, and who am I to argue? You know, I'm far from the perfect dad, but I reckon it's really cool to give kids some responsibilities when you go away. You know, as a time-poor parent, I always tend to kind of take over instead of letting the kids have a go themselves. Sometimes, as a parent, you need to just sit back and let them have a crack at it. You can save money for 12 months and take your kids to the Gold Coast and blow it all in a few days at the theme park, or perhaps save for years and go to Disneyland overseas. But I still reckon the best way to parent is lots of little trips away here in South Australia. Find yourself a patch of dirt next to the river out in the scrub. And just remember, in SA, we have the world's best backyard, so go and explore it with the kids. Stuff like catching yabbies, tadpoles, chasing frogs, or playing in the mud is what kids love to do. And as parents, it's our job to make sure that they've got a chance to actually go and do it. My old man always used to tell me that in South Australia, any month that has an R in it is a month where you can catch yabbies. So we're going to have a crack at it down here at the dam. We've got some chops from Kapunda, fine land chops. We're going to have any luck, boys?
Yep, lots.
Yeah?
Yep.
Hopefully they like lamb. You can just chuck it in the middle, mate.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it in there. Chuck it in the middle. Yeah. Close him over. These are Opera House nets, and they're only like $5 or something. You can get them from practically anywhere. A couple of these nets, you have an absolute ball. You might notice one of them has got a massive rope on it because somebody decided to cut the string off one day when they were trying to catch their little sisters, despite me telling him not to. So we're going with the big rope. Righto, boys, chug them out. Need to hang on to the end, all right? You got it?
Yeah.
Ready, buddy?
We got the campsite set, we got the yabby nets in, and now we got a rodeo to get to. Giddy up, Panda! Woo! Giddy up! Giddy up! Woo! Gotta be 8 seconds.
Hi, I'm Rob from Teal Flat on the River Murray, and you're watching South Aussie with Cosi. Cheers, mates!
South Aussie with Cosi.
Hi, I'm Archie. And I'm Sam. You're watching South Aussie with Cosi.
South Aussie with Cosi.
It's the BankSA $100 challenge. What I'm going to do is take my lad Harry and his best mate Panda on a camping trip to the Clare Valley, and all up we will not spend more than $100. We're here at the gates of the Marrabel Rodeo, and do you know what I love about country events? The price to get in. Have a look at this. Myself, 1 adult, 2 children, under 12, totally free. So for the 3 of us to get in here for the full day is under $20. In fact, it is $20. That's a bargain. Oh, but there is something. It's actually BYO horse. Come on, boys. Bull riding is the world's most dangerous sport. The idea here is you tie your hand to the back of an 800-kilo bucking stake, you hold on there and you got to hang on for 8 seconds. It's the same deal on the bucking horses. There are rodeos all across country SA, and rodeos are kind of the heart of several country towns like Wilmington and Carrington, which are a little bit further up north.
Get up, get up, get up.
Hey, I bet you're thinking, how much do these cowboys get paid to go in this rodeo? The answer is nothing. They pay to enter, and it's really quite expensive. They only get money if they win. It's a pretty tough gig. Ow, look at that. Marrabel Rodeo has a bull riding event once a year that's just bull riding. Cowboys come from all over Australia and they come here to compete. It's on Saturday night, 25th of February, if you're keen. How cool is it when you see parents out just relaxing with their kids? That's what I love about the Marrabel Rodeo. There's tons of stuff for the kids to do. They can ride the mechanical bull, they can go on the show rides, petting zoo, and there's loads of healthy food options as well. Marrabel Rodeo's been going on for over 70 years. Mick Williams, well, he's the president and he knows how important the rodeo is for the country town.
Ever since 1935, it's always been a
like a fundraising, major fundraising for nearly all the clubs around the place.
Hey, how's this? Back in my younger days when, let's just say, I was a little bit young and stupid, I actually rode here at Marrabel. Check this out. This is me riding a bull from the mid-north at the Marrabel Rodeo. It's fair to say that my ride wasn't massively successful. In fact, so much so that I had to take 2 days off work because I couldn't walk. It wasn't actually that funny. I reckon there's nothing more awesome than a dad taking his son camping. But the thing is, nowadays, it just doesn't seem to happen that much anymore. And I can't understand why, because, you know, dads are busy and you're flat out working and doing whatever. But the reality is, you got to ask yourself, is it because the dads aren't making time to take their kids camping?
They never make the time anymore.
After a short lesson about respect, we're off to check our yabby nets. Absolutely nothing in there.
Nothing.
Yes.
And that, my friend, is the joy of camping.
Yes.
You're not a failure, mate. You just haven't succeeded, all right? Which is kind of like a failure. No, it's a good failure. When's the last time you spent time with your kids doing something that they really enjoyed? I'd love to see more families switch off the TV, turn off the mobile phones, pack the car and go somewhere. Get yourself out there in South Australia and go and skim some stones. Ooh. See that? As the sun started to set, well, it was marshmallow time. Imagine when you were a kid, right? Who hasn't done the whole toasted marshmallow thing? We actually had 2 bags of marshmallows, but I actually ate one on the way here. So that kind of ruins it slightly. After a feed of marshmallows, we hit the sack after spending a big day in the country with the kids without hardly spending a cent. After a night under the stars, it was, good morning, Marabel. Righto, that concludes the BankSA $100 challenge. Now remember, I said that one adult can take 2 kids away to a country event and spend a night camping and not spend more than $100. Let's see how we went. Our petrol cost us $30, adult entry to the rodeo cost me $20, kids under 12 were free, that's a bargain. Food at the rodeo was $24, food we bought from home was another $18, camping site, well that was free, yabbying free, marshmallows $4. That means for me, my young fella Harry and his little mate Panda, the total cost was $96, which works out to $32 per person.
I can't believe we got to spend this weekend with Dad for all under $100. Let's go have a look at what we did.
We left bright and early to make the most of the trip. We helped the lizard off the road, good on us. We met the locals in Kapunda, the kids went yabbying, played a game of chasey in the canola. We spent a full day at the Marabel Rodeo, which only cost $20 for the 3 of us. That's a bargain. We watched the bull riding, we ate some fairy floss, we skimmed stones and we cooked marshmallows, camped under the stars and hung out next morning, then drove home in the Arvo. 2 days away with the kids in the Clare Valley for just over $30 a head. What's better is I actually went back to work Monday knowing that I'd given the kids a great weekend and we'd hardly spent any money whatsoever. G'day, I'm sitting on a branch hanging over the Murray River just outside of Mannum here in SA. Look, I tell you what, we've got so much South Aussie with Cosi coming up next. Don't move a muscle.
South Aussie with Cosi.
South Aussie with Cosi! Woo!
South Aussie with Cosi.
Here I am standing in what is an absolute belter of a canola crop just outside of Freeling. Freeling's a little bit north of Adelaide and it's also my old footy club. Go you Redlegs! Every single week, g'day mate, how you going? Welcome to Freeling. Every single week on South Aussie with Cosi, we are looking for your home videos and your photos, and if you send them in and yours gets played on the show, you can win yourself $200 cash, all thanks to Adelaide Arcade. Well, it's time now to have a look at this week's winner. Michelle and her hubby Adam took the kids over to Marion Bay on York Peninsula and booked a fishing charter. She reckons it was the best thing she's ever done, and in her words, she can't wait to go back. Michelle also said this fishing day was the happiest she'd ever seen her husband and daughter. Have a look at them. Oh, I love happy families. You should see these guys when they fight. Top job, Michelle, just for sending in your photos. You've got yourself $200 cash to spend, all thanks to the Adelaide Arcade. I reckon when it comes to holidaying with kids, keep it simple. You don't have to spend big bucks, you just have to make a little bit of effort. Right here on this banks of the dam, Harry and I, my young fella, have had some of the most meaningful father-son conversations we've ever had. That's over the years. And you know what? All it took was a little bit of effort to get the swags in the car. A tent like this one here cost me $15 from one of the supermarkets. It's not big bucks, but it's seriously worthwhile. Ali Carle makes up the female component of the Triple M Hot Breakfast Show. Ali's married to the former Adelaide Crow ruckman, Matty Clark, who's also a vet, by the way. She loves her fishing, she loves her little daughter Eloise. Oh, have a look at that. Is that a milkshake? Oh. And Ali's a huge fan of the Fleurieu Peninsula. Let's find out what this working SA mum loves about South Australia.
My favourite region in South Australia has to be the Fleurieu Peninsula. Whether or not you want to be over on the side where Rapid Bay is, you can go diving with the leafy sea dragons, or if you want to jet over to Port Elliot and just have something from the Port Elliot Bakery. There is just so much to do, and I don't think I've ever seen anything as beautiful as the rolling hills as you travel down to some of the best beaches in SA. I've always been meaning to get right over west towards the Bight. I've got as far as Ceduna, been on the Eyre Peninsula, seen Loxwell Beach, some amazing places there, but I'd like to go further and maybe see the whales come across. If I only had $50 to spend with the entire family, I'd probably start off the day at the Botanic Gardens in the city. I'd probably then walk along North Terrace, check out the art gallery, a few other things, and end up for a wonderful, cheap and cheerful lunch at the Central Markets.
Well, here we are 5 kilometres north of Victor Harbour at Arambira Wildlife Sanctuary, and this little fella is extremely cute. Now, Leonie, who have we got here?
I think we're going to have to call him Cosi, but he's 5 weeks old and he's a dingo pup.
Yeah, it doesn't get much cuter than that, does it? Have a look at the nose on it. We've got plenty more South Aussie with Cosi coming up next. Yes, we do.
South Aussie with Cosi.
Hey, I'm Sarah from Rowena Station and you're watching South Aussie with Cosi.
South Aussie with Cosi.
Here we are doing a houseboat holiday on the Murray River just outside of Mannum, and behind me are the Mannum Cliffs, lined with gum trees. They really are something else. Hey, each week on South Aussie with Cosi, we give away an SA short holiday, all thanks to the South Australian Tourism Commission. If you want to win it, then all you need to do is register your details at southaussiewithcosi.com.au. Let's have a look at this week's holiday. Tonight we give you the chance to win 2 nights away at the Adelaide Shores Caravan Park. They've got plenty of sites for caravan and camping, plus heaps of cabins. And they're located so close to the beach, the kids are going to love it. There's plenty to do at the Adelaide Shores Caravan Park, and you could be spending 2 nights there for free. Hey, how's this? There's over 400 great SA holiday ideas in the South Australian Shorts booklet. For your chance to win this Shorts package, just register your details at southaussiewithcosi.com.au and good luck. Well, here we are at Mannum on the mighty Murray River. Now, I'm always encouraging people from Adelaide to actually get out of the city and go and explore some of regional South Australia. But it's a double whammy if you come to regional South Australia when there's a really cool event on. That's what we're here for, because at Mannum, they're doing a fun run. And what's a fun run without Uncle Cosi? This is Bianca. Bianca's in charge of the Healthy Murraylands Fun Run. Right, tell us about what you're going to do.
Yeah, today we've got everyone coming on down to celebrate our fun run, and we're all taking off from Marianne Reserve. We're off for a 5K run, walk, roll, however everyone's going to make it around the course. Yeah, if you want to push the pram or try to get uphill on a skateboard, could be interesting. Can you push me in a pram? Is that something we could do? Not sure about that one, but we're going to get everyone active, participating in the project. It's what it's all about. So we're going to finish up with a healthy barbecue at the end of the day. We've got shazliks and kurong mullet and all to celebrate, with a few tasty treats at the end of it all. So for people that are coming out from Adelaide, what healthy activities are there to do around the Mannum area? We've got so much, all the water sports, water activities, they're all great active options, but otherwise walking trails all across the whole region. We've got everything from the Lavender Trail and so many other places to ride your bike and canoe and kayak, but otherwise be active in lots of ways. Wicked, mate. All right, well, let's not talk about it. Let's go and run, walk or roll. Beautiful. Let's go and decide what we're going to do. I think I'll roll. One thing you can't do is run in jeans, so for me, it was off to the nearest public toilet.
There's no doubt about it, when it comes to legs, well, I'm your guy. Although the people of Mannum didn't really share my enthusiasm. Let's just check who's running, hands up. Who's doing the jog and who's doing the walk? But for me today, well, a run was in order. Last time I lined up at the starting line was when I came third in last year's Bay Sheffield, so I'm more than ready to go. Jogging is a sensational activity for all ages. If you're not into your jogging, then you can always walk. You know, it was really cool to see so many mums and prams and babies out at Mannum as well. Healthy Murraylands did a ripping job of showing people how you can enjoy a beautiful spot on the River Murray and be healthy and also eat healthy all at once. It's fitness, it's healthy, we're eating, what do we have it? Strawberries, and what's over there to eat? Tomatoes. Basil.
Yeah.
Kid loves basil. It's funny in itself. But it's all free as well, and that's the greatest thing. Find these events, they're out there, jump on Google, find yourself something to do in the regions of South Australia that's free and physically active. Ah! G'day, mate. Well, that's it for another episode of South Aussie with Cosi.
Already?
It's done and dusted, Winky. What do you think?
I thought it stank.
Oh, well, it's actually quite hurtful. At least I've got my own TV show.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, you poor little bugger. Hey, a couple of things before I go. Number one, are you on Facebook? Are you on Facebook, Winky?
Yeah, I am, I think.
Well, do me a favour, mate. Request me as a friend. Just type in Cosi Costello, especially if you've got somewhere in South Australia that you think I should visit. The other thing is the website, southaussiewithcosi.com.au. Just by going on there, Winky, you can win $200 just for sending in your family photos.
Oh, wow, I'll be on that.
And I think to finish the show, you better sing us the South Aussie with Cosi song.
South Aussie with Cosi.
We'll see you next week.
In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday. South Australia all the way, South Aussie with Cosi.
South Aussie with Cosi is proudly brought to you by the South Australian Tourism Commission.
South Aussie with Cosi.
I like possums.